Testing. Hello, fearless gamers, and welcome to another live with the Fearless. I am Matt the Vet, and it has been a while, I know. I do apologize for the absence. There was a bit of a family um, crisis going on. Not going to get into too much details, but involves hospitals, police, and lawyers, and it's still ongoing. But back into a state where I think I should be able to get back to our regularly scheduled program. So, to celebrate this, we are going to be doing a live stream of a new game that has just launched out on early access, Subnautica 2. Um, for those who may or may not know, lately some of my favorite games have been the survival build type of games where you're uh, building a base, surviving, making sure your food, your water, your health, and all that stuff is good, and collecting different materials to build yourself a cool and awesome base. So that is where we are. And so this new game just came out. It's called Subnautica 2, sequel to the popular game franchise Subnautica. And so for a bit of background here, it's a underwater exploring survival game. The premise is, for this one, you are a member of, I believe, the Mongolian nation. There's two different factions in this world, and there's this virus from the first game called the coronavirus. You were led to believe that you cured it and eradicated it, but it seems like it has managed to leave the planet from the first two games, because there is a sequel game to Subnautica, but it's not, Subnautica 2, it was below zero. And the virus in that game has hit the Mongolian nation, and they started to create this exploration project on this vessel called the Cicada, with the goal of going to a planet named Zahora. It's a desert planet. I believe the object was to get to a planet so far away from the planets that were infected, there's no way the coronavirus could get to you. And you are one of the volunteers to join up on the Cicada to go on this expedition. Something goes terribly wrong, and you end up crash landing on a totally different planet, and that is where our game takes place. So we're going to play this for a little bit. I have not played anything yet with this game, so it's going to be a reaction, first time look at this game. But I am very excited to play this because I really did enjoy the first two games. And just a quick note here, this is early access, so the game is not finished. There is going to be some bugs, some glitches, and not all of the buildables and placeables and areas of the map are available to us. And there is a story in the game, and this does have an ending, but it is a placeholder, so it's not the true ending to the game. It's kind of like you've reached the end of what we've released, and you'll get more of the story later on once we finish the game and get it out of early access. So that's one thing to keep in mind, that while there is an ending to the game, at this stage, it is not the official ending to the game. So, we are just waiting for this to load. Like I said, it's been kind of crazy. My drivers were all out of date, so I needed to update all the drivers before we could run this game. Well, I could have ran the game, but it was yelling at me that my drivers were out of date. And this game is got up. We are testing. And this game does support co-op, So that was a big deal with this game, was that you finally had the co-op capability that that community was asking for, which is great. And this also really cool is it's cross-platform, and it is cross-sharing is what they call it. So like in some of these games, like The Forest, is you have the host, he plays the game, and if you join in his game, that's it. Once he logs out, you can't access whatever you did in that game. You gotta hope that the host comes back to continue with your playthrough. So if you built a cool base or something, you have to go back and start it all over again. This game in particular, they have a way for the host to save the game session in the cloud, and then all the other players can download the game to continue where they left off with you guys. Okay, so just making sure. Run hardware benchmark. I'll do that another time. Let's see. Okay. So we'll do single player because I don't think any of my friends are going to be available. Let's see. The flight to the desert world Zahara will last 14 years. It is a one-way trip. When you awaken, your new life begins. And of course, this always goes south, because then it wouldn't be a survival game. Okay, now this is something that I think is really cool. Additional options are coming soon, so there's going to be multiple characters you can play as. Each one has a purpose in the story. So it's not like if I select this dude, the other guys don't matter, and anyone that picks them, they're in the game, but they're not in the game kind of deal. Kind of like with The Forest, where in a lot of the cutscenes, the other player characters just don't really count. They're just random NPCs. Each of these dudes here has a story in the game. So it's not like, well, this is the canon character, this one isn't the canon character, so you're not gonna... So when you play the game, that's not gonna focus on them. Which I think is really cool, is that they're taking into account each character. So these are all active characters in the game. So we're gonna do Felix. Let's see, ooh, we can customize him. That's cool. Let's see, suit... I'm gonna do... Okay, this... Oh, you're Altera, so not Mongolian. Yep. Let's see, you can pick this. I like green. Green's my favorite, one of my favorite colors.
Autoprint complete. PDA implant reset to factory settings. Above human maximum. Projected lifespan 13 minutes. Adaptation required.
Pressure tolerance, high pressurizes is... Yes, so there is this one new aspect of the game is DNA manipulation. Okay. Oh, that kind of reminds me of, whatchamacallit, Forever Skies. PDA history.
I am Noah. You're the QI. Your life is my job. My job is your life. I wish I could make full introductions, but courtesies must wait. We are both going to die if we stay here.
Wonderful.
There's another Noah node in the life pod outside. Get me there and I can get us both to safety. You are burning in slow motion. Under 60 atmospheres of pressure, oxygen becomes a neurotoxin. Nitrogen bubbles saturate your flesh and pry your joints apart.
Yeah.
I've opened the door to the adaptation chamber. Your printed body can borrow tricks from indigenous life. You'll feel better.
Printed body.
You'll be better. The last pioneer didn't make it to the life pod. I'm activating their black box signal. You will make it. That's why you're the QI.
User death imminent. Proceed to adaptation.
This is kind of neat. So you're basically there. The way to getting around how you constantly survive, come back to life, is
Terra pioneer nanotech. Your body can adapt survival traits from a Zezuran rat. Proceed to the sampling pavilion.
they're making it where you're cloned,
Gene donor found.
like a body print, like from that
You
episode
must
of
adapt
Futurama.
alien traits to survive. Sampling. Adapting trimethylamine, N-oxide synthesis. Pressure tolerance increased. Vital signs stabilizing. Congratulations. This orb is now your relative.
Okay. Flare. I like the visuals. Like, they're sticking with the art style of Subnautica from the first game, but it's clearly updated, which is really cool. You can now breathe highly pressurized air. Okay. So there's this whole, like, story bit here. I'm not going to go through any of it. I will go through that in my own free time, because I am a very slow reader, so we will be here forever. That's one of the reasons why I listen to a lot of audiobooks now, because it takes me forever to read stories.
Scanning for necessary adaptation.
Okay, so from my understanding, this is the cicada, and we crash landed, according to the audiobooks. Take a basic med kit. This is kind of cool. Instead of like being on a life pod, we actually are starting on the ship. I don't have a scanner tool on me. Water. Collect all the resources you can.
Barometric depth gauge activated.
And we're 500 meters in the... That's a beginning. Ooh.
Print terminated by barotrauma.
Okay. This is...
A serious accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada. You must reach the surface and send a distress call. There are no other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Oh, okay. So, make these bio beds so you can. That's cool. You can control where you respawn in the original game. That was dependent on your location and relevant bases or beds, which is cool. That's cool that we can. Okay, we could go back if we don't like how we look. This is cool. I'm enjoying this so far. I like this. Like, it's different enough so far, but familiar enough where I'm not like, what am I doing? Thank you. The sleep bay was extremely confined.
My full name is Noetic Advisor Node, ISV CIDSB3. Between us, I prefer Noah. You are the QI, the qualified investigator. Wear it with pride. We have made violent planetfall. I don't know the status of the pioneer colonists,
Violent
the cicada,
planetfall.
or the 40,000 souls stored in its quartz memory. I am just one Noah node. I print and support the colonists stored in Sleep Bay 3. But if things go wrong, I am authorized to print a QI or two for troubleshooting. If we're going to complete the mission to build a human future on this world, you will have to lead the way. Are you ready to begin? I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter. You'll have to swim out and release them manually. They're on the back of the pod, outside the passenger window. Mind your breath.
So, yeah, what he's saying doesn't always match the text. Interesting.
I can't release the life pod. The clamps have corroded shut. The tyranny of matter.
So, opposite the window.
Oxygen.
Okay. That's kind of cool. I like that they, like I said, like now they're explaining where your body goes and how you're able to come back to life all the time.
One clamp released. One still to go. If
And I like how your mask comes off when you go out. There we go. Let's get back into the life pod and launch ourselves out of the cicada and see where we are.
Prepare for launch. Life pod release. Trajectory error.
Of course.
Collision. Thrusters disabled. Clearing main thrusters. Stand by.
Oh, this doesn't look good.
Thruster function restored. Brace for corrective reorientation.
Okay.
Collision.
presents.
Wake up.
I don't want to wake up.
Starnav does not recognize the sky. Titan-class biosignature on the horizon.
That's cool. I like that. That was a nice little intro.
You are not on Caesura, Pioneer.
Zazora. Oh, I thought it was Zazora. Okay. Hey, we got food, we got flares, biopod, which we are assigned to.
Locating the colony is your best chance of survival. A prolonged search will require food and water.
Oh,
From hand tools to
titanium.
corrosion-resistant habitats, titanium is an ideal structural material.
So we're going to need to find a scanner. Flashlight, okay.
Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptations in this region, tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
Oh, where's this? It's interesting because I didn't have a scanner.
This quartz contains dead coral polyps. It may have formed on or near a coral dome. Oxygen.
So far, I'm liking. The world looks great. The visuals look phenomenal. Like I said, like, it keeps that style of Subnautica while looking new and different. Basic battery. Grease. Basic battery. Copper. Okay, so let's build ourselves a
Of
hammer.
all the equipment available to TSF frontiersmen, only this demilitarized switch axe is approved for colonial fabrication. In untrained hands, firearms are primarily used to harm other colonists or the self.
Ah. Oh, it's that thing.
The portable locker can be hand-carried or attached to a hardpoint. Avoid workplace friction. Inform your co-work. Oxygen.
Gotta move to the surface. That's cool that you can carry it up like that. Okay, gotta find copper. Gotta find some outcroppings.
Oxygen.
It's cool, like, it's not just blatantly obvious.
The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Notice the intrusive and persistent HUD icon. Return to the life pod at your convenience. Remember that you are in command of the mission.
This isn't Caesura. I thought you should discover that for yourself, investigator. There should be a colony waiting for us. Your fellow pioneers, my fellow Noah nodes, working together to break ground for those who still sleep. Instead, silence. Not even the cicada answers. We are alone. I've sent your PDA the standard survival guide. While you pioneer the area and fabricate your tools, I'll apply myself to the life pod sensors. I'm monitoring noxiously elevated viral loads in the seawater. Heavy metal assays detect bone-blistering levels of cadmium, lead, and chromium. This planet is already killing you. We have to know if the life pod biobed can help. Find a convenient way to die. Your black box will phase your mind to the biobed. I'll print you in a new body. You can return to your point of exit to retrieve dropped items. Regular reprinting may help slow down environmental contamination. It's not a long-term solution, but for now, we have to triage. I understand.
Copper is key to simple electronics. Bacterial action creates copper on cave roofs and overhangs. Oxygen.
So far, enjoying this. Like, it's got enough of that familiarity that I can play acidic rayon. Like, it's got enough familiarity where I can jump in right away because of the first game, but it has a lot of new stuff in here that I need to play around with and figure out. So it's not a complete, like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing and I'm just jumping right in.
Do not hesitate to use alien life forms for survival purposes, but always search for unexpected complexity.
Inventory's full. I gotta find me I gotta find that other item so I can build myself a scanner. Because without the scanner, I can't learn any new builds, and I can't build me a base. Has a heartbeat. Oh, okay, so it is allowing me to build outside of my inventory, which was nice. That was annoying in the first game. pin that recipe. Just so I know when I get it. Oh, that electrifies me. Okay, so some of the plants are not friendly. Good to know. Water slug, that's how you can make water. Oh, this is cool. That's that fish from the opening. He's like the new mascot.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
So far I'm liking this game. It's pretty it's very simple in terms of getting familiar with the controls.
Oxygen.
That's gonna be a very common line in this game, because until I can get
Seawater sampling detects a source of genetic adaptation. Fresh water intake. Tracking a bloom of viral activity at the same source. Investigate with caution.
is that generating oxygen? Yep. That's cool.
Seek medical attention. Potential donor found. Suit surface detects molecules matching the organism from the sleep bay.
Oh, someone's talking to me already. Ah! Get away from me. Ow!
I can hear you. Sophie says you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry.
User death imminent.
Food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help? If I feed you, will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
A little creepy. Not gonna lie. I do like that all of the items are not so obvious like in the first game. this stuff?
There's no sign of plant life on this world. This waxy fiber is closer to vinyl or
salad.
latex than cellulose. Committed vegetarians should expect protein. Oxygen.
Okay, so we got a new food item. And that's another one thing I really like about this game is it seems all nice and peaceful until you really start exploring the game's story, and then it starts becoming a little bit more of a mystery, like horror kind of game. And the visuals and such don't make it look like it is.
Acid can be used to make basic chemical batteries.
Hey.
Oxygen.
Okay, so now I know what the item looks like. Oh, and now I'm gonna die. Or maybe not. That's cool. Air pockets in like in the last game, that would have been a death sentence.
Oxygen.
That's cool. Oh, and there's a little aurora effect on it. That tree's definitely, that's like the, some answers I think come from there. Now we have a battery, we can then build a scanner and we can start scanning stuff.
Stranded on 4546B, Riley Robinson used a field scanner to outwit teleporting alien cyborgs and treat his Kara infection. Behavioral economists still debate why Riley abandoned a lucrative motivational speaking career to return to frontier life.
Motivational speaking career. Oh, this has a built-in flashlight. Cool, and a radar for scannable items. That's cool. That's a nice improvement. Because that was kind of an annoying bit of the scanner room, is like, oh, that was the only way to, that was the only way to find items to scan.
Oxygen.
So that's really cool now. The scanner actually will tell you when scannable items are around. That is a major plus in my book. Interesting. So what happens if I eat it?
Critical warning. Stomach failure. Expected caesarean proteins. Found unknown alien tissue. Seek caloric intake. worms in a shared membrane has no earthly analog. You have discovered a new clade. Naming rights may be auctioned off or reserved as a gift for that special someone in your future. Oxygen. Oxygen.
Half Moon Jerky. I know there's a flashlight over there, so I gotta pick that up. And the build, alright, the build piece.
Unable to digest. Adaptation required. Brace for digestive distress.
Okay, so if you press and hold, it'll transfer everything. Okay. Let's get that flashlight that I found before. One of two. Habitat builder. Okay.
Oxygen.
Once we get that, we'll be able to build ourselves a base, and we already know where the other piece is. I could just find my way back to it.
Oxygen. Building a processor and a power supply will unlock new fabricator recipes, but the added mass would sink your life pod. A standalone habitat is the next step on your mission.
Alrighty. We are on our way to getting ourselves a nice base.
Oxygen.
Is it like the Source game where now that I have the recipe, while scanning additional pieces, just yield me titanium? Oh no, it's another flashlight piece. Good to have, good to have. Alrighty, so let us head back to our habitat.
Oxygen.
See what we need to build ourselves the builder. Probably a battery. Requires unknown tool. That's probably like the new oh, what was that thing called? The walker. I forget what that thing was. Not the Cyclops. I was just playing that game yesterday, and the prawn suit. That was it. That's probably, you know, need this game's equivalent of a prawn suit to they need glass, copper wire. Oh, wiring kit unlocked. They need a battery, which I should have enough.
Congratulations. You have taken a major step towards zero debt day. As a platform for systems like the processor and scanner station, a habitat is a vital investment in your future. A habitat can also be an emotional anchor, proof that you've built something to last. Remember, it's easier to replace a body than a base.
Silver copy. Like that. It's easier to build. Let's see. Open menu. We could do a wall. We could do a corridor. We've got a fabricator, wall locker, small ceiling light, and a terminal. Solar power habitat beacon. Nice. Utility portable storage locker. Oh, that's cool.
Oxygen.
Need quartz.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Quartz. I do like, so I feel like in this game at least the resources are a little bit more plentiful. I felt like in the first game, right off the get-go, it would, like, I get what it was going for, was like it forced you to explore to find necessary materials, but I felt like there wasn't enough right off the bat to make you comfortable leaving the build area, the starting area. So I like that this game essentially has placed more useful starting resources right off the bat, and I do like the more open area. Hello, what have we here?
Field notes: under, not, wander. 2 spare tanks. My reprint site is habitat. I'm exhausted today. What if you just reprinted yourself when you were tired? Maybe you'd never have to sleep. Miss Nahima, I'm checking out the big coral tower. There's a mass trapped inside.
Oxygen.
The scanner's not sure if it's coral polyp or crab tissue. The optogenetics are so weird. We know the Protea virus infects everything on this planet. And we know the coral crabs wear these domes as hats. Is it possible the virus swapped their genes around? So part of this coral just decided it was a crab? Like if you live next to something on Proteus, you become related to it.
Proteus, is that the name of this planet?
Seek caloric intake.
Do not attempt the tunnel to habitat without a guide. I'm going to hear...
Oxygen.
And I like that the compass is an automatic thing, too. I wasn't a big fan that you had to build that. A beacon.
Oxygen.
Okay. Nice steady music. There's my base. The start of my base. Oh, excuse me. Sorry if that was super loud.
Power connected.
Oh,
All
that's cool.
systems online.
Yay! Awesome!
Oxygen.
Welcome aboard.
so we can see. That's cool. The beacon, very nice. Love it. And so, like standard Subnautica games, so we now have to find all the different build pieces.
Welcome aboard.
What is that? Oh, it's the power energy source.
Warning. Power offline.
Okay, do you run out of air? Yes, you do. Okie dokie. Very cool, very cool. Okay, so let us see here.
Oxygen.
Okay.
Welcome aboard.
Alrighty. Let's see. That's cool. The sky does change, so it's not the same every night. And that's also really nice, is all the bioluminescence, making it a little easier so you can still explore even at night.
Oxygen.
Can't capture them, can't hurt them. That looks like a base. That is a base. What have we stumbled onto?
Colony structure located. There may be clues to the location of the main habitat.
Can't scan the room. That stinks. I want this room. The welcome center. Ah, let's see what happens. Okay, yep, you get titanium. Biolab. table. Wall light.
Oxygen. Seek fresh water intake.
Hello. No power.
Oxygen. This case was broken by a survival multi-tool. Sabotage is a serious crime. Samantha Ayu's bombing of Altera Labs delayed critical Kara research by decades.
She's from the from below zero, I believe. Oh, okay. So we get a battery, and then we could learn some info, okay? I like that the scanner
Oxygen.
functions as a battery. Let's build ourselves a battery, see what that thing has to say, and then I think that'll be a good time to stop.
Oxygen.
There we go. Oh, and that's cool because I found it. It then sets up a beacon, which is nice. That was another thing. That was a bit of a challenge in the first game, was once you found a location, you had to hope to remember where it was. You know, at least because there's a point of interest here, it sets up a beacon.
Oxygen.
All systems online. Power connected.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Nahima?
Hey, fellow dead slave. I'm Nahima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt. That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. It's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Maysfield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
I'm in. Having a look around. This structure was connected to Street Bay 3 until the bay suddenly moved. Picked up and hurled a full fathom into the deep, with you and I aboard. 20,000 hours earlier, a hard line leading to a habitat complex in the north was deliberately cut. Why? And if I am not mistaken, and I never am, this node was killed by an explosion below the structure. More mysteries for the qualified investigator. I've retrieved 2 messages. I think you should review them. I remember Sophie very fondly.
Welcome back, Pioneer. I'm Sophie Boucher, Kurultai surgeon. By now you know we're not on the Zora. We call this planet Proteus. We don't know when rescue will find us. For the sake of all our sleeping friends, we have to learn how to survive. Naima?
Hey, fellow debt slave. I'm Naima Nakota, ecologist. Take a sip of seawater. Notice that sweet blood taste under the salt? That's a toxic dose of heavy metals. Nobody survived past 3 months. It's a beautiful place to die over and over again.
But don't let that beauty seduce you, Pioneer. Exposure to Proteus causes a delusion we call Maysfield syndrome. The call of the sea. People may tell you it's a gift. Ignore them. You remember what Kara did to our homes. You know we can't trust alien biology. We've set up a lab here with a few basic biomods. They're safe. But if you start to hear voices, or if you get the urge to swim to the tree, don't go. Habitat is due north. We'll come pick you up. See you soon, Pioneer.
Habitat is due north.
This world is yours to explore. But it is not for man. You'll join us soon enough.
Made sure of it.
What if you're the last human being in the whole universe? Wouldn't that set you free?
You'll want to visit the biolab near the entrance and install a passive and active biomod. While less permanent than adaptations, I've been told they're more fun. Sophie would have cleared anything in there.
Hello, I am Zigimantus Starvilas, formerly EVA engineer on Mongolian steppes. Now lead diver of this mess. Here is my formula for a quick base. Fill up on titanium, quartz, and copper. Get your builder tool. Wave it around a bit, check the battery, get comfortable. Build a corridor. Put a solar panel on top. You must have power to make air. Put a hatch on the end. Go inside. Build lockers. At Fabricator, it will draw from your lockers automatically. Nice, huh? Now you have made a perfect work camp. Later you can add a room for biobed, processor, scanner station, a real bed. Maybe grow some plants.
Very nice. So they say the habitat is north. I'll play for a little bit longer. It's like I didn't think I was gonna find some progress story-wise, so let's see what we can go. And yeah. Okay, so as long as that thing is active on the biolab, I have the ability. Good to know. Let's see if there's anything over here. And that'll help me against predators, which is cool. There is a doorway.
Seek fresh water intake.
The rules are simple. Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
Interesting.
Seek medical attention.
Ooh, hello. That is what I need.
This life form is a biological antenna. It archives useful genetic material in its core as it matures, making it a perfect gene donor.
That I am.
Adapting alien enzymes to your stomach lining.
Yeah.
You may now digest freely.
Awesome. That was a big help. Now I can actually eat stuff here. Okay, so keep an eye out for those things. That's another thing I like about this game. It doesn't hold your hand. It expects you to learn. That's cool.
Oxygen.
Sugar of Saturn. Okay, they said the habitat was north, so let's take a look what's north.
Oxygen. Limestone is formed by the death of coral. Each plateau in
Biobag.
this region once housed tens of billions of living things.
I think I just found the habitat.
Oxygen.
Yep, that looks like it. Excuse me.
Contact. Abandoned colony structure partially disassembled.
Camp 1. Oh, nice. Okay, okay, okay. Very cool, very cool. And was I there? Oh no, yeah, that's part of the ship. No, I like that. The fact that it puts the point of interest until you basically explore it. That's really cool. Because as you can see, the original one is gone. But I can put it up if I want to. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this one. Just like the new visuals, the new game, the familiar game mechanics with slightly different twists to it. So far, really, really enjoying this. Found a couple of predator fish. Let's explore this little camp area.
Oxygen.
Oh, it's you.
We are being hunted.
Working on it.
Wreck diving may lead to disorientation, asphyxiation, and print loss. Be sure you are prepared to die usefully.
Start room, salvage control, do not salvage. Open the door. Let me go inside.
Oxygen.
There's gotta be a way inside. Just gotta figure it out. Go away. Oh, there's something cool in there. Guess he's not hurting me really too badly. It's just being more annoying. Oh, there's a light down there.
Echo analysis detects human remains interred beneath the sediment. This site is a mass grave.
Ah!
Damn it. Okay. Black box. It's Tuba. I'm trapped by a marrow breach. I don't have any flares. I'm not getting eaten. The cook will not be eaten. I'd rather run out of air. Habitat's gone. Chap lost it. He blew up the beds. Some of us made it out with Ganzo. I'm sorry, Ganzo. I said I was going back to Habitat, but I'm going to find the Jubilee, and I don't think they can feed you all. I'm sorry, man. I left you. I don't know where I'm gonna reprint. I don't know what I'll remember. Look, if I find this, the Jubilee went south, to the cave where the crabs die. Do you understand? The cave where the crabs...
Cave where the crab went. Where the crab went. Whatever that means.
Aquatic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
flares will distract predators. Good to know.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Oops.
Oxygen. Oxygen.
Okay. So, looks like this tree thing drove everybody mad. Or at least that's what the game wants me to perceive.
oxygen.
Alrighty. Ah, go away. Alright, let's head back to my makeshift base. Oh, we do have a new base. We have the room. Very good. So now you can start building small places and build like little areas for the base instead of just tunnels and more tunnels. We'll see what we unlocked, and then we'll call it. So we now have a basic room, biolab, modifies adaptations, wall locker,
Seek fresh water intake.
Oily salad. So many blueprints. Dining table. Oh, there's the Reaper Leviathan bit. Trash can. Corridor room. Solar power hatch. A biolab. Okay, when they're grayed out, that means you don't have the pieces for it. I like this, that the posters are something you can print instead of just being a physical item. Scanner station. Mission critical. Locates resources, wrecks, and anomalies within an expanded range. High power draw. Neo terminal. And a biobed, which I can build actually. So, alrighty. Let us oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. So you can generate you could auto get all the resources back from your base. That's really cool. I like that. Manual save. We're just gonna straight up exit without saving, because I'm gonna do things differently when I play through this proper. So I like that. Alrighty, so overall, I like how the game is going so far. I like the visual aesthetic. I like that it's an upgrade without being a dramatic change from the original visuals of the first game. I like the familiarity of the controls. It wasn't like I didn't feel like I was relearning the game. I had to learn the changes, but the basic mechanics are still the same, so you can instantly dive in and just start going. I like the idea of the bioadaptations, so you can't just go, oh, I'm sitting in one place and go boom, 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 and just kind of like stay there for forever. It does force you to explore more of the area. I do like the auto tags when you find new locations, so you can easily go back to them. The story behind how you keep dying over and over again is really cool. Some of the new pieces that I've already seen here. I haven't really seen any new tools yet, aside from the hammer, which is basically the knife, for the most part. The overall, I enjoy a lot of the game that I've seen so far. I like some of the new pieces like the hatch beacon, like the base beacon, which is great. Love that. I love that you can auto destroy a base without having to go back and disassemble it piece by piece. Phenomenal. So it makes like building bases a little, it kind of encourages you to build bases anywhere. That way you're not like, I don't want to build here because what if I find a better place? And if you find a better place, you could just go, oh, refund, drop it right there, which is really cool. And you could restart much faster building your base. So overall, I am liking what this game is doing. I like there is a little bit more mystery to this, which is something that Below Zero was lacking. So I like that they put that back in. I'm very intrigued to find out more about that tree. Like, as soon as she said don't go to the tree, I instantly wanted to go to the tree. So that was really cool. I like how the scanner kind of shows you where things to scan are. Makes exploration a lot better and encourages it more. Because, like I said before, a lot of the game elements, a lot of the harvestable items are hidden. They don't like outwardly stick out. They really blend in with the backgrounds a lot. So the fact that you have to actually go and explore, and how the scanner will like, oh, there's stuff over there that you haven't scanned yet, and kind of guides you to identifying harvestable resources is really cool. I'm intrigued to learn more about the story and this world that we're in and what this mysterious voice that I'm hearing is. I like the add-on of, I like the whole bio DNA thing. It doesn't feel complete, it doesn't feel tacked on, but it does feel like it does serve a very good purpose, and I like that it's swappable and you can basically build multiple biolabs to try and like improve yourself without completely ripping apart your DNA and such, so you kind of have a little bit of customization there. And so yeah, overall, I am liking so far what Subnautica 2 has done. I think it is a mass improvement from the original game, and in a very good way. I think that this is a step up, and I'm more excited to see how the story plays out and how the rest of the game goes, and to find more buildable pieces. The building system I like a lot more. I like how they got rid of some unnecessary pieces. Like, you didn't really need to have the corridors. You didn't need to have a straight and a curving corridor. It was easier, I think, to just have it where you could bend the pieces. We didn't try to see if we can juncture two different pieces, so we're gonna have to see how that works. But yeah, if you've played the game already, let me know in the comments what you think about it. What do you like so far? What do you not like so far? But try to keep spoilers of the story to a minimum, because I want to discover that on my own. And like I said, hopefully this is a return to true to form. We'll be back. Won't probably play any more Subnautica 2 live unless people want me to. Sunday, I'll try to get back to doing the video game backlog. We'll go back to Battlefield Gothic Armada 2. And then hopefully I will be able to get back to our regular scheduled program, which is second Tuesday and last Tuesday of every month. Like I said, the family situation is not entirely over, so we might run into days in the future where I'm going to have to go dark for a little bit, but hopefully those will be few and far between. And the only other thing I can say is, once again, there's going to be more 40k content coming out for you guys. I have two episodes of the Joy of Painting minis that I want to do. I got a review video that I'm going to do, and I also have we are working on Dornpor in the background, so I assure you that is getting worked on too. So I do apologize that it's taken longer than we intended, but it will be worth it, I promise. So, Thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell icon so YouTube actually tells you when these videos come out, and give this video a like so it circulates out there. We would really appreciate it, and it helps out the channel a lot. So, once again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, fearless gamers, take care.